Hey, what's going on everybody? It's Joey. It's great to see you guys again. Today, I'm super excited to get into this video. We're going to be talking about whether you are a destiny person or a fate person and how each of these is going to determine where you end up in life. It's all a mindset thing and it's all depending on where you take action and what you're doing in your life. But before I jump into this real quick, I do want to announce that I do have a free case study on how I was able to change my entire life completely by changing my paradigm, changing my self-image, and also just completely changing my entire life. I've lost over 120 pounds and I've gained a ton of confidence, started dating girls, which I never could have before, and just attracting all the things that I wanted to attract into my life. So if you want to understand how I did that, there's a free case study down in the description. Check that out. So with that being said, let's jump right into this content. So what exactly does it mean to be destiny versus fate? Okay, if you're a destiny person, that means that you are controlling your own future. You're controlling your actions, you're controlling your future. Therefore, you're controlling the outcome of where you will be, the lifestyle of what you will have. Okay, versus a fate person. And I can tell you right now, 99% of people, of the population, are fate people. These are the people who do random action and then receive random results and then call life fate. Okay? So, specific examples of this are, for destiny, people will go to the gym and they'll eat right intentionally. And therefore, they're controlling their future because they're going to have the nice body, they're going to have the energy, the looks, the attractiveness, the glow, the everything. They're going to have everything so much more optimized because they've controlled their destiny. Other people they won't intentionally do anything. They'll, even if they do try to go into the gym or whatever, they're not intentionally doing anything. They're just going into the gym and then, they're just mindlessly working out on random machines. There's no intention. They don't have a routine set up. They don't have a whole plan set up. They're not pushing themselves and they don't get results and they wonder why they don't get results and they call it fate. Okay. Or you're not going to the gym and all these bad things are happening to you. No one likes to talk to you. You're overweight. You keep getting fired from your jobs. You just have a bitter attitude. Fate, okay? Because you're not doing anything intentionally. I can guarantee that's exactly what's happening. Is you're not doing anything with intent. You're just letting life happen to you, okay? And so the whole concept behind this is actually, I'm going to be using Newton's third law of motion, which says that every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Okay, so every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So examples of this would be right here. If I'm pushing on the wall, however much pounds of pressure I'm pushing into the wall is pushing back at me. And I know it's kind of a confusing concept at first, but it's quite simple. Okay, it's another example is if the tires on a road. Okay, so the tire is exerting a certain amount of power into the road. It's pushing down into the road so that it can get a grip and move the car forward. But that's not what's moving the car forward. The amount of energy that it's putting into the ground is exerting just as much energy back into the tire. And that's why the equal and opposite reaction causes the car to roll. It causes the motion. Otherwise, if the ground absorbed all the energy, the tire, and it wasn't putting energy back into the tire, that it would just absorb all the energy and there would be no energy going back into the car, going back into the tire, making the car move forward. So that's exactly what I mean by every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So number two, so this is going to be fate. Let me just describe exactly what a fate person is to you, okay? So with someone who's a fate person and you can analyze your own life to see if you're a fate person or a destiny person, to see exactly how you think and where your life is at right now. So fate people, first thing that happens is that an action happens and then they react. They are the reaction. So, for example, a guy goes up to a girl and asks her out on a date or asks her for her number and she says no. So that's the action. She says no. He goes up, he asks her, she says no. That's what happens. And then his reaction is, he reacts. He goes into, oh, well, all girls hate me. I'm going to continue getting rejected. Maybe it's my nose, maybe it's my hair, maybe, I'm just not confident enough. Maybe it's because I'm overweight or I'm insecure or whatever. And they're in react mode. Okay. They just react to whatever. They get pissed off and he storms off, or he gets butthurt because she said no, or whatever, okay? That's a fate type of person, okay? That's the type of person who an action happens and they are the reaction. So what I want to introduce to you is and I know it doesn't look like it, but that's a hammer, okay? That is the hammer of intent. Okay, I want you to wield the hammer of intent, okay? So this person does not have the hammer of intent. This person has the hammer of intent, okay? So this is a destiny person. So a destiny person is the action. And what they do is they cause the reaction. This is all a mindset thing. So over here, fate, guy goes up to girl, asks for number, girl says no, rejects him. He reacts and says, I'm never gonna date girls hate me, whatever, goes into this full reaction mode. However, this guy, the destiny guy, he starts wielding the power of the hammer of intent, okay? And so what that does is he is now the action causing the reaction. So what I mean by this is this guy goes up and he has intent. He knows exactly what he's doing when he goes up to that girl and he says, hey, you know what? He does whatever his thing and he asks for the number. Okay, and then she says no. Okay, so then what happens? He knew that he caused that. So he says, okay, I went up and I asked her for the number and she said no. So what just happened was I caused her to say no. I was the action going up to her, causing her to say no. So instead of sitting here and being like, oh, well, she sucks, like she doesn't she doesn't deserve me anyway, or all this insecurity starts flooding in from the fate person, where the destiny person looks at that situation and says, okay, well, I messed up, I did something wrong. Like, why didn't she give me her number, or why didn't she want to give me her number? And then what this person does is he focuses and he says, okay, well, was she taken by somebody? Did I come off as rude? Okay, and then so you really go back and analyze the situation and you say, okay, well, did I say something stupid, or was I awkward, or was I not confident? Was she really just not into me whatsoever? I mean, was I paying attention to where she was at? Maybe her mom just died and I didn't even pay attention to that. She was crying and I'm over here trying to get her number. Okay, so this person's analyzing exactly what happened. He is the action causing the reaction and has full control over this reaction. He has full control over that. Whereas this person has no control over that action. Okay, this person goes up to the girl and says, whatever he says, and then she rejects him, and then all he focuses on is, oh, well, why? Like she sucks, or I suck, or I knew I wasn't gonna be good with girls, or and then just start fixating on all the things that don't make them go anywhere. Okay? And this is a person that has fate. This is the person that calls life fate. And you can use this for building a business. You can use this for building friendships, or getting, a raise at your job, getting promoted, or losing weight. Okay, so for the weight loss example, fate would be someone who, like, an action happens. So this person would, they start going to the gym, and then they want to lose weight, so they start going to the gym, they start eating healthy. And then what happens is 3 days in, they start getting extremely hungry, they start getting headaches, and they don't recognize what's happening. They don't read the feedback that's being fed to them. And so what they say is, oh, like, weight loss is hard, weight loss sucks, like, people who lose weight are incredible, I could never lose weight, for some reason I can never stay motivated. It's because this person's in a fate mode. Okay, this person, they have no control over what's going on. This person, the one who's wielding the hammer of intent, what he does is he goes out and he knows he has to lose weight. Okay, he's defined his goal. He knows exactly what he's doing. He has intent. Okay, he knows exactly what he's doing. So he goes to the gym and he starts feeling hungry. Or he starts going to the gym, he starts feeling sore, and then he starts his nutrition plan and eating well, and he starts getting hungry and not quite liking the food that he's eating. So now what he does is, with his intent, he's like, okay, well, I know I have to lose weight. I know where I'm going. I know what has to happen. I know what reaction I have to cause. So then the question becomes, what is the action I have to take in order to cause that reaction? So the destiny person will just go ahead and they'll look at the feedback and they'll say, okay, well, I'm feeling sore. So what does that mean? Well, that means that I have to start stretching more. That means that I have to keep working out, because if you're sore, you have to keep working out in order to work out the lactic acid. That's just how it works. And then he's also hungry because he's on his nutrition plan. So he's not used to eating 1,000 less calories than he normally is. So he's cut down 1,000 calories and he's hungry. So then he goes and he researches like what to do if you're hungry, like how to not give in when you're hungry. And he's doing all of this research and saying, okay, like that's what I have to do. He's being proactive and not reactive. And this person says, this person tries without intent, and they react to whatever happens to them, and they call life fate. Like, this is my fate. I'm just going to be fat forever. I'm just going to be lonely forever. I'm just going to be broke forever. I'm just going to be awkward forever. I'm going to be no confidence forever. That's fate, okay? Because they can't look at what's happening. This person says, I'm not going to be overweight forever. I'm not going to be socially awkward forever. I'm not going to be lonely forever. Okay, so then they ask, well, what do I have to do, and what actions do I have to cause in order to get that reaction? Okay, so I really hope that makes sense, guys. And I mean, this is a huge concept. Just watch this over again if you didn't understand this. But really, I mean, are you a destiny person or are you a fate person? Keep it simple. Are you proactive about problems and situations, or are you reactive? Do you always complain about things? Do you always say, oh, why me? Why can't I be like this person? Like, why this, why that, instead of actually doing something about it? Like, do something about it. And then you'll stop complaining. And it's this full on like reflexive cycle of feedback. So this person just continually gets better and better. This person, because their mindset, they get super fit, they get super attractive, they get all the confidence, they get all the girls in the world they want, they get all the money in the world, they get all the power in the world, while these people just continually cycle down into more poverty, into more loneliness, into more desperation, into more just worse things. And it's all a mindset. Are you proactive or are you reactive? Remember, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Okay? And this is really important key right here. So just a couple more examples is, if you are a smoker or if you are a drinker, okay, it doesn't matter what you're doing. Whatever action you take on a daily basis, whatever action you take, literally be anything, has an equal and opposite reaction. And we usually call those consequences. So immediately when you start smoking a cigarette, you're going to get the immediate gratification, right? But every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So that small little cigarette that you had, it's not really that much, right? You didn't really get that much of a high, right? It really wasn't that much. You just got a little bit of a hit for a little bit. But then what happens is the opposite reaction is now you're craving nicotine. Like, now you really want it. Like now that you had that and it's gone, like now you want it. So now you start to form an addiction. And one cigarette is one cigarette. But one cigarette usually leads to two. 2 leads to 3. 3 leads to 10. 10 leads to 100. And 100 leads to lung cancer. Okay, so that is the equal and opposite reaction. So whatever action you take, you might not see the consequences of what happens immediately. Like, you might not see what's going to happen when you're smoking a cigarette. Okay, but you'll see it all at once in 30 years when you get diagnosed with lung cancer and 4 more months to live. Okay, that is Newton's third law of motion. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. And again, if you want to use these concepts in your life to change the trajectory of your life, okay, if you're headed towards, just not being the person that you want to be, if you're headed towards continually being overweight or out of shape or just sad, lonely, depressed, anxious, and not having the job of your dreams, not making the income of your dreams, not having the girl or the boy of your dreams, if you want to use these concepts, go watch the free case study that I have down in the description. Okay, it's free. It's going to show you exactly how I changed my life and how I use these principles to continue to change my life and be a destiny person and not a fate person. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. Go ahead, smash the like button, subscribe to my channel, and I'm so looking forward to seeing you guys next week on Tuesday. So with that being said, have a great rest of your week, guys, and I'll see you guys next time.